My name's Caleb. I'm going to be the moderator for this focus group. We'll let everyone introduce themselves.
So my name's Hudson. I'm a public relations and advertising double major here at OCU.
I'm Lou Dunbar. I play for the basketball team and also am a communications and advertising major.
Hi, I'm Lara, Switzer, majoring in public relations.
All right. Well, thank you all for doing this focus group. We appreciate all y'all showing up. This really helps with our class project. So we just want to go around the circle real fast. Everyone introduce yourselves. Tell us what your major is. And you don't have to tell us your favorite type of candy, but if you want. Starting with Taylor.
I'm Taylor. I'm a sophomore marketing major.
I'm Ben. I'm a double major in marketing and finance, senior.
I'm Paige. I'm a senior dance performance major.
I'm Joel. I'm a double major in mass comm advertising and junior.
I'm Jonathan. I'm a senior biochem major.
I'm Ogle. I'm a sophomore PI major.
Nick, econ and finance senior, and Hershey's with almond, just in case that was nice. Thank you for that.
I'm Marielle. I'm a senior. I'm an exercise science major.
Andrew, exercise science major as well, and senior, but not really.
All right.
And
So-
Anna.
Oh yeah. I'm Anna. I'm a senior marketing major.
All right. All right, so the whole idea of this focus group is we're going to try to get an idea of what y'all's shopping habits are in grocery stores around the local area. So the point of this is not to have just question and answer format. We'd like to get an actual open discussion, kind of get your ideas and feelings behind why you shop the places you shop, whether it's, you know, family used to go there, or they just have better prices, or they're more eco-friendly. Anything you say is going to say in this group and in our class discussion. We're not going to broadcast it anywhere, anything like that. We're going to keep this a safe place, so no matter what you want to talk about in regards to these shopping centers, feel free, whether it be political or any situations like that. So for our first, thank you for closing the door. All right, so for our first company we're looking at is the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Is everyone familiar with this? Yeah. It's just a smaller version of the super center. You don't have the automotive or anything like that in there. So who actually shops at one of these neighborhood markets? Okay, can we start, why do you like to shop there?
I don't, but it's closer to my house.
Closer to home?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much the same here.
Just convenience.
Yeah.
Convenience? Yeah?
I was just shopping at Buy for Less before I started going to Walmart, but Buy for Less shut down. It was the closest market after that, so.
Gotcha. Everything else, just convenience, location, surround the general area?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you enjoy about your actual shopping experience at a neighborhood Walmart? Is there anything that actually stands out that you actually prefer over, let's say, like a Target?
Sometimes I will stop by there because they do price match. So if you bring in an advertisement from another store, they will price match you. Meaning that if the store you prefer is farther down the road, you go to Walmart, you get the same product, but they'll give you the same price.
Okay.
I like the market just for the sake that, if I do just need groceries, it's nice because I don't have to go through the entire giant Walmart. But I would say majority of the time I'm trying to get something other than just groceries also, so that's kind of where I'm.
Gotcha. All right, so what are some of the biggest things that you don't like about shopping? And not even necessarily at this, we can start with you, at this one and any other.
I was going to say just in general. There's some.
All right, so what about this one? What do you not like?
Oh,
about
this
shopping?
one? Oh, this one's not terrible, but the one off of near Classen, that one, there's a random dude who just followed me one time while I was shopping. He kept on asking me to sign this magazine. I'm just like, no man, I just want to go home. There's some just weird people at Walmart sometimes. That's the only really thing.
Okay, so you get the weird people at Walmart, of course.
I think, especially the neighborhood market, they really do have a limited selection of goods that they sell. And so, I know that's the point of the neighborhood market. It's not a full Walmart, but
Yeah.
kind of sucks.
That's one of the downfalls. Is there anything about their customer service or anything like that besides the price match idea that really attracts anyone from shopping there?
Not really.
Not really.
people are paid less than minimum wage, they just don't care about anything in their life. So just go there, do your job, and get out.
Okay. All right.
I don't know, there are several times I've walked in at like 2, 3 in the morning and people are stalking. So, I mean, there is kind of opportunity there, but at the same time, I mean,
Yeah. Okay. All right, so we'll go on to our next one. So now the Walmart Supercenter. Everyone knows this, the upgraded version of the neighborhood. So how often do y'all go to the Walmart Supercenter?
A couple of times a week.
A couple times a week? Wow.
Super sketchy people, it's so fun to watch.
Yeah.
I go a few times a month, not in a week.
And for this particular, do you go more for groceries or do you go for household goods? Does it really matter? Make a difference?
You go for the full Walmart experience.
Full Walmart experience.
Walmart. Walmart. Socks come in clutch there. You know, just need some quick pair of socks. I needed it last week.
All right. So that's one of the best things about this Walmart, you say, is it has kind of an all-in-one
Oh, yeah.
feel. All right, so besides the all-in-one feel of the Walmart superstores, is there anything else that is really a selling point to you?
I'm
Maybe-
just personally really familiar with like the layout of Walmart. Maybe it's like easier than like the types of stores that are just like all over the place. You know, you can just go straight to what you need and get out.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I know at the nearest Walmart Supercenter, I had to return something one time, and so I walked in. The greeter was like, "Oh, are you returning something?" I said yes. He like put a barcode on it for what it was. I went to the return place, and the whole situation was done in like 10 minutes. So I really like that was a really good customer service thing for me.
Okay.
Walmart pickup has changed my life.
All right, so yeah, that leads into another great topic, is their new innovations. So has everyone heard of this Walmart pickup thing that's now going on?
Yeah.
No.
So-
You should totally use it.
Would you explain what it is?
Absolutely. Okay, so you literally, I am a major advocate because you literally just go online, you enter everything that you need. The only downside is like for some produce and stuff, you have to get like larger quantities, so that kind of stinks sometimes. But yeah, then you pick up a time, or you select a time that you want to pick it all up, and you pull in, you call them, you say, "Yo, I'm here." They bring it out to you, unload it in your car, and you leave. And there's no extra fee. You don't have to get out of your car if you don't want to. Dude, it's great. Cool, you should try it. And the first time you go, you get a little goodie stack of random stuff.
All right, so other than that, would you say that there's anything else that really drives you to go to a Walmart Supercenter, say like off class?
I mean, again, pricing. Like I had to get a
Pricing.
black shirt for something. I just went. I was like, Walmart probably has one. So I went there and I was like, this is a cheap black shirt. Something about it.
Okay.
Maybe we're just looking for new products and stuff. You go in there and browse it out.
it's a good place to kind of stock up. There's more of a preference for like produce or meat, but that's just like a great place for your basics.
Nice. Okay, go on to the next one. All right, Target. What's your first thing that comes to mind when you think of Target?
The dog.
Clothes and shoes.
I'm just gonna spin a
Promotion.
All right, so we got dogs, shoes, more expensive. Any like real negative things come to mind whenever you think of Target? Such as people that shop there, any of their practices that they've held over the past year, 2 years? No?
Not really.
Okay. So who here has actually shopped at Target?
The pants I'm wearing right now are from Target.
All right, so did the whole credit card hacking, let's say, what was that, 3 years ago, did that really create a negative effect that you wouldn't go back to Target and shop? Or did that just kind of happen and pass on?
Just happens everywhere pretty much anyways.
Okay. As far as the inventory in Target, because they do hold a little bit more of a different inventory than that of Walmart, what's y'all's feelings towards that? Is it more convenient? Do you like the layout? Are the prices, you said, more expensive, but are they better for the quality of product?
I think it is a little bit. In some aspects, there is some better quality. I would say that. It seems like Target's more of like, I guess, upper class type
Like
of
more
shop.
premium.
Yeah, it's kind of like shopping at like a Sam's Club almost in that realm.
Okay.
I kind of wish they had like a better sporting goods than just like what they have there.
Yeah.
Like a better variety of stuff.
Some black variety.
Yeah.
I do feel like if I'm like, most things, like I'm just trying to buy whatever's cheapest. Like if I know that I want something that's like a specific brand or something, you can't always rely on Target to have it. Like if you want like a certain kind of like, I don't know, soda that's like not particular, like guaranteed Walmart's gonna have it, but like Target maybe wouldn't. Like probably wouldn't.
Okay. Target is known for carrying certain designer brands in their clothing and stuff like that. Does that really, or like their household collections, does that really spark anyone's interest whenever they hear about that? Is that a deciding factor in your final decisions
Yeah, sometimes.
sometimes?
Mm-hmm. They had like someone that they were doing, like they had partnered with that was like a big designer for their clothes. And I checked it out and it ended up being kind of sketchy, but like it made me go look at it and like see if I liked it.
Okay.
I like when they mark down their stuff too, because they do like seasonal markdowns, and I think that's pretty neat.
All right.
Because you can find pretty good
deals.
some things.
Okay. Is there anything that you just really don't like about Target? Whether it be, they have the full food bars inside, and you just don't like the selection or variety of that, cleanliness.
Sometimes I don't think their produce is the freshest. I think it's kind of just moderate with what they have to offer. Maybe, they do have a section for red apples, but like half of them are bruised or not as fresh. So that would be probably my most complaint is I wouldn't go there for produce.
Okay. Any other thoughts, conclusions about Target? No? All right. Uptown Grocery. Now, who's been to Uptown Grocery?
Place rocks.
No, I have never personally been there either, so let's see, we have you and, all right, so y'all two are gonna be leading the water there.
I don't know. I like it. It's cool. It's kind of like an in between like a Whole Foods Sprouts kind of thing mixed with a Walmart. It's like weird, but it's cool. It has like a food bar, and then they have like all the normal stuff and really healthy stuff, so you can like mix it up.
Okay.
I would kind of bounce off of what Anna has to say. I'm kind of just go, and there's a lot of fast food restaurants that I'm just not interested in. So kind of my latest is to pop into a grocery store, and they do have a huge selection, sushi, salad bar, just food in general, and I like that. Also, there is an Uptown Grocery in Edmond that if you buy your meat, they will cook it and cut it and package it for you for no extra fee, and you basically have your meals for the week set. And that's something that kind of separates it from any other grocery store, in my opinion.
Yeah, all right. What's the price range in comparison to some of the local?
It's actually cheaper.
It's pretty cheap, yeah.
It's inexpensive for the quality of product.
Yeah.
So, and it's surprising because you hear Uptown, and so automatically your mind kind of is like, that's going to be expensive. But when you check out the variety, killer prices, and so it's a nice little spot.
Yeah,
All right.
I'd agree.
All right, cool. All right, buy for less.
Yeah.
All right, we'll start off. What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of buy for less?
Location.
Barbecue.
All right, so we got die for less, we got cheap, location.
I once walked into one that had a full blown. They sold cowboy shoes in this buy for less. It was so cool.
So that's never right.
What is
We got
happening
some
here?
cowboy shoes. All right. So pricing in comparison to other stores around here.
Something is cheaper, something is more expensive than Walmart.
Yeah,
It was up there.
yeah.
All right, so really doesn't undercut. All right, what's one of the best things or one of the better things that you like about Buy for Less?
That was kind of the place I'd run into for like mixers or
Beer run.
yeah,
Beer run.
because they did have a great price for like a 6-pack, like unheard of. They also had like glasses, like glassware. We're talking like $1 for a pint glass, and if you aren't, stocked, or if you want to have like a weekend thing, you can pick up like 5 glasses for your buddies and get your mixers there and in and out. Barbecue's kind of good too.
Barbecue's good.
Ooh.
Yeah, I lived in the Land Kai house over the summer, and I could walk 20 feet and get to Buy for Less. It was incredible.
Super convenient.
Yeah.
All right, so negative experiences? What are some of your dislikes about?
There's a couple times I was walking there and I felt like I was gonna get jumped at night. Just saying, there's some dudes that just stand on the corners and you don't know until you pass them. You're just like, oh hey, what's up?
Yeah, I definitely have always felt sketchy at the one on 23rd, but I used to live off of 63rd in the expressway, and the one over there is super not, well, okay, maybe not super nice, it's like a grocery store, but like way nicer and way less sketchy, and I for sure did like, when I lived there, did all of my grocery shopping there, because it was closer, but I also feel like it has like a larger grocery section than the Walmart marketplace, but it's not like a full-on Walmart that there's a ton of shit that like if I just need like mixers that it's going to take me 15 to 20 minutes to get them. So.
Nice.
Also, when they were 24 hours, that was the most convenient. You'd be like 3 a.m. and be like, wow, I had like a bag of chips.
And they used to blast music outside in the parking lot.
That was dope.
Oh yeah.
Forgot about that. Alright. Alright, Homelands. Anyone in here been to an Homeland?
Yeah.
Last week.
Last week? What takes you to Homeland?
Pistachio salad.
Pistachio salad.
They sell this salad in this cardboard packaging, which is a gallon. It's ridiculous. It's not
Is that like Jello?
It's green and jelly.
I don't know the place that has that.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright, so as far, I know they have some floral stuff that goes on in Homeland. Has anyone used Homeland for anything like that, or something except for grabbing groceries? No? Okay, so for those who have been there, as far as just things that you like about Homeland, is there anything that stands out, other than, or something aside from like Walmart, makes it more desirable, I should say?
Maybe the locations sometimes, and that's it.
Location sometimes. Alright.
Yes.
Aldi's.
Alright. When you think of Aldi's, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Corn.
Yeah.
Yeah, pricing is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You can
yeah.
buy like a 24 case of water bottles for like $1.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Like what?
In Texas, you can buy a bottle of wine for $2.89.
Yes! They sell hella wine at Aldi's and it's good. It's really cheap.
So dope.
In anywhere but Oklahoma. Also, my mom swears that they have the freshest produce of any grocery stores, which is like kind of random, and I've always felt like there's produce is like all over everything. But my mom like swears by it.
That's one of
You
the
get a full
places that I'll
cheesecake for
price match
$9.
with
Yeah.
because of the prices.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
Full
steal
cheesecake
with
for
the
$9.
price match then.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, exactly. Like it was like pomegranates for 50 cents.
What?
And usually pomegranates are like $3
Yeah.
each, and they had this like miraculous sell, and so got all this produce basically from all these ad, which is cool.
Nice.
Full cheesecake for $9.
They have really
Where is an Aldi someone cheesecake now?
It's not
There's one
23rd.
around here, yeah.
There's one on
There's one on
23rd or
wait, there's
Lake
one on
Ogle.
I've never even heard of this.
It's so good, dude.
No, there's not. I spoke too soon.
Yeah, there is.
There
Wait,
is
is there?
something there?
Alright.
There's one next to Lake Ogle on 23rd.
I would go to one a lot more often if it was like if there was one close. Except maybe I guess there one that's on 23rd.
Is like the only time I've been to Aldi, it was really small and like was out of like half the stuff. Like, is that just a one-time experience, or are they like typically like that?
I feel like anytime I've gone, they've usually been stocked, but you for sure can't go there if you have any intentions to get like something brand name. Like even like Doritos, like they may not have Doritos. They might have the same idea, but like it'll be the off-brand, you know.
Similar.
But honestly, like a lot of their off-brand stuff, like if I like I'm getting everything else and there's like one thing I need, I'm like okay, whatever. And it still is like super good. So I've never like gotten anything from there that was like super weird.
Alright, so is there anything that you don't like about Aldi's?
Yeah, they don't give out plastic bags. So whatever you
That is a
carry,
hassle.
you have to carry in your hand.
That's the one thing that I hate, is you can't do mass shops.
I'm so
Yeah.
mad. I'm like, okay, got all this stuff. I'm like, no, I gotta carry
Bring
it
in a
out.
squad and you're okay. You're like, come with me, and then they all carry your stuff and you're good.
I kind of like the quarter concept. That is kind of really neat.
Yeah.
How you put in a quarter, you're able to get your cart, and once you put your cart back, they'll give you back your quarter. But I think it's
Or you can take it home.
it's a concept that I think is, I mean, shows responsibility, but at the same time,
it's a
they don't
European
have
thing.
people constantly getting the cards. So, I mean, at first I'm like, and then I'm like, you know, that's actually pretty cool.
But if you get caught without a quarter and you got no bags, then
You're
you're
gonna
all
kick
on to
everybody
you.
All this is worth for a quarter.
Some of their
Really worth it.
some of their stuff that they do off-brand is just horrendous too. Like if you're trying to buy Shinerbach, you can get it in the same case, only it's called Brogelbach instead. What are you doing? Yeah, Brogelbach. 2 out of 10. Would not suggest.
Alright, Sprouts. Has everyone in here been to a Sprouts?
Yeah, he's just the first thing.
Yeah, so
Really,
what's,
Sprouts?
when you think Sprouts, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Russ Sprouts.
Great
produce.
Great produce?
I like the sushi.
The sushi? Alright, I've never actually personally been there. Is their prices pretty competitive or
Depends on
with
like
Whole
it
Foods.
depends, yeah.
competitive with Whole Foods?
You can get like cheap fresh produce, but like the other stuff, not so much.
Mm. Well, and that kind of goes back to like Walmart and the basics. Like,
Yeah.
if I know I need like a can of beans, I'm not gonna go to Sprouts because it's gonna be twice as much, if not triple. But Sprouts, they do a great job with fresh meat, you know, no hormones, no antibiotics, et cetera, et cetera. And so if you go to Sprouts, it's more produce, meat, sushi.
Okay.
You do have some good sushi.
The best way to describe it as Sprouts is where you would buy quinoa, for instance.
You buy
That's
what?
what Sprouts is.
So,
You want to buy some high-end
High-end
groceries.
groceries.
Sprouts, there you go.
Alright. Whole Foods, competitive with Sprouts.
Their dessert section.
Dessert
Flowers.
section,
Yeah.
Flowers.
flowers. Now, I've been one time, I like their juice bar. Or
Yeah.
like their
Mm.
take the fresh juice, yeah,
But
that's
it
pretty
is
good.
really expensive.
Alright, so what would you say, more expensive than every other grocery store in the area?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think they hold themselves to that as well, and they're just known for quality, but also pricey.
So is there anything that they do that you would consider, you know, justifies that higher price?
When you walk in, it like seems nicer, like everything like looks more aesthetically pleasing, and everything like looks good, everything like organized. I don't know.
I think it's just the location that drives the price up here. So we're next to Chesapeake and all those high-end stores. If you walk in, everybody's gonna be in a suit and a tie, and you're like, okay.
Well, I remember when it first opened here in Oklahoma City, like sales just increased entirely because that was the first one in Oklahoma. It was kind of like a luxury to go to Whole Foods if you're out of state. So people are freaking out whenever they put it here.
They also have like an outdoor like eating area and stuff where
Yeah.
people like hang out. So that's kind of
They do
interesting.
electric cars too.
What?
Yeah,
That's so
like they
cool.
have a parking lot exactly for them.
Okay.
Right, that's kinda cool.
Progressive. I like it.
Right?
Yeah, I think they really culminated a sense of community. Like, I was in Austin, and we were going to this concert, and it was on the rooftop of a Whole Foods. And so they had, like, a grill out and everything like that. They were giving away samples, and then Talib quality or something like that was...
Cool.
It's like this bougie hipster market.
Yeah.
Also where you would buy quinoa.
Who buys that, dude? You think that word?
It's a pretty popular
Alright, so this is a pretty new addition to Oklahoma City. Has anyone actually been there?
Yeah.
Tulsa's.
Tulsa's?
I've been to one here.
Not the one here, but have you been to?
Never been there.
Yeah,
Never been to
I've heard a myth that I sell wine, but not in this state.
Yeah.
It's a really weird.
No bother though.
Alright, so for those who've been here, what's your first reaction or feedback?
It's like the cheaper version of Whole Foods.
Cheaper version of Whole Foods?
Yeah.
I think they really pride themselves on like having things that you wouldn't find other places.
Yeah, like beet hummus, like random stuff.
Very eclectic.
So sometimes I feel like you go there like looking for something, you like have a recipe or something, you're like, I need this specific thing, and you're like, maybe Trader Joe's has it. And then you find like all these other weird things that you like want to try because you've never heard of it and you're here, so you want to buy it. Kind of that.
Alright. As far as negative thoughts about Trader Joe's, is there anything that really just they do that you don't like?
you really can't like one-stop shop there. Like, I was there one time and I was like, you know what? I also need toothpaste, and they had 2 types of toothpaste, and they were like all natural, literally just like baking soda and water. And I was like, well, I really need toothpaste, so I had to buy it, and didn't want to go to another store. But that's not like what I was looking for.
So you wouldn't use it for commodities?
Yeah.
Obviously toothpaste, toilet paper, anything like that?
Yeah.
Alright, Crest, is everyone familiar with Crest?
Growing up, my mom used to shop there quite a bit, and they have rock bottom prices as their slogan, I believe, with a huge rock outside. But I think they have some pretty good prices as well for, especially meat. Like, she would come home with like all this meat, and I don't know, I think that's what I think of when I see Crest.
So lower prices?
Yeah.
Competitive prices? Alright, let's see, as far as Crest goes, if you've been there, what's something that you just don't really like about Crest? Or is there anything that they do differently that you're not a fan of?
I don't even know where these are. Like, I mean, I've never been to one, but like, are they around? Do you guys see
I've
them?
never seen one.
One in Edmond, over by St. Clair High School.
There's one on 23rd.
Is there?
Where?
Down.
Realistic
over by
video
Ogle
shop.
Stadium.
Oh,
Let's go in now.
23rd and Block Wall.
We'll give our opinions up.
So just the main issue with this one is just don't really know about it. Alright. Cool. Well, is there any final thoughts, just, through this discussion, has there been anything that's really stood out and been like, that's really why I love that place, or, any defining characteristics of any establishment that you'd like to add?
I think everything has its pros and cons, and just what's more convenient for you, and how much money you got in your pocket.
How much time you've got to,
How much time, how much money?
Walmart pickup helps you not overspend it. I'm for real, like you go in, like Target, anytime I go into Target and you find knickknacks and crap you don't need, Walmart pickup, you get what you need, you get the hell out of there.
What Postmates?
Well, that's
Amazon,
expensive,
though.
dude.
That's so expensive.
Walmart pickup's free.
Yeah.
what is Postmates?
You literally like.
Someone got me some basketball with them for
Somebody basically Ubers you food.
Okay.
It's lit.
Yeah, it's not a bad.
If you really want some food and you can't get there, they can bring it to you.
And then they have like promos and specials.
They charge you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for participating in this. It's very helpful for us. Yeah, thanks. Well, we're done.